In this video, we are going to talk about face-centered cubic image cell. Here, this is my FCC image cell, where these atoms are corner atoms and the shaded atoms are the atoms at the face center. Now look, this is my cube and all corners are occupied by atoms, all 8 corners. And these shaded atoms are at the face centered, at all 6 face centers. Now we will calculate the number of atoms, the actual number of atoms which is in one unit cell, which I represent by Zn, is equals to 1 by 8 into 8 for the corner atoms which contribute 1/8 to this unit cell, plus half into 6 because these face-centered atoms contribute half to this unit cell, and it has total 6 atoms, 6 faces and 6 atoms, so this is 6. This will be 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. So the total number of atoms in a FCC unit cell is 4. Now we will see the Z slicing. Sorry, this will be 2. Z slicing means we are taking the slice at z equals to 0, half, and z equals to 1. Let's see. This is at z equals to 0. At z equals to 0, this plane contains 4 atoms in 4 corners and 1 atom in the center. Because this atom is at the z equals to 0 plane. Now at z equals to half, you will see that 4 atoms are arranged like this. Now in case of body-centered unit cell, there was only 1 atom inside the square, but in case of face-centered cubic unit cell, there are 4 atoms in 4 edge centers. And in case of z equals to 1, you will get the similar structure as of z equals to 0. Okay, now come to z slice. Okay, now come to projection. This was the z slicing. Come to the projection. In XY plane. Now where will be the atoms? The corner atoms will be here. At the positions 0, 1. And Because of these two facial atoms, here will be also, this will be at 0 1. Just see, this atom is present as z equals to 0 and z equals to 1. So for this we are getting 0 1, and the other four atoms will be here. Okay, this will be in equal to half. This will be in half. Z equals to half. So this is the projection of face-centered cubic unit cell in XY plane. Now we will see the packing fraction. For this, to calculate the packing fraction, we should use this a root 2 equals to 4r. Now what is this? From where does this come? A root 2 is the length of the face diagonal, and this equals to the 4r. Actually, the atoms are in touch with each other, like this. See, this is a face diagonal, okay? And the atoms are touching each other. This atoms is giving r, this is 2r, and this is again r. So this face diagonal a root 2 becomes 4r. So we get a root 2 is equal to 4r, hence a is equal to 4 by root 2, that means 2 root 2r. So the packing fraction is equals to volume occupied by total volume. Now the volume of one atom is 4/3 by r cube, and number of atoms is equals to 4 in case of face-centered cubic unit cell. So we will multiply this with 4, and the total volume is equals to a cube. So instead of a, we are writing 2 root 2r, this cube, and ultimately we will get pi by 3 root 2, which is equals to 0.74. So the packing fraction in percentage, we will get 74%. So this was all about face-centered cubic unit cell. In the next video, we will see everything about diamond cubic unit cell. This is a very important video, so do not miss